So this is my college tip video. I'm going to give you 8 tips and possibly some more. These are just the ones I came up with on the spot, kind of. I'm going to give you 8 really important tips on college. Okay? The first one is the meal plans. When you get a meal plan, usually it's 12, 14, 18, 21. That is you prepaying per week how many meals you're going to use. Do not go over 18. You do not need the 21. You are not going to eat 3 meals a day. Because you're going to sleep in, because breakfast usually ends at like 10 sometimes. Here it ends 10:30, most places ends at 10 o'clock. So if you're usually not up early enough to catch the McDonald's breakfast, you will not be up early enough to catch your school breakfast. Therefore, not a point in getting the 21 meals. Okay? We made the mistake. And you'll end up wasting a lot of money because those meals do not roll over and you don't get that money back. So you're just going to end up wasting a lot of money that you don't have to spend in the first place. The second one is to budget. Budget everything. You need to save your quarters. You need to save all your change. Do not spend change. Put it in a jar. Because trust me, at the end of like the semester, when you need like gas money to get home, that's what you're going to have to spend. Is the change and the money you get back from selling your books back. And tip, if you live in a college town like Muncie is literally a college town because that's all there is pretty much, is Ball State. There are several bookstores. If you sell them back before the semester is over, before like classes close, usually they'll give you 50% of what you spent on it. I spent almost $700 on books this semester. So you get a good amount of money back. So you need to budget your money. If mom and dad send you money, you need to not go spend it on pizza. You need to spend it on like shampoo, stuff like that. And then save like the $1 bills, put those in like a cup or something, or in a drawer, or an envelope or something, and save those for pizza. And Papa John's is like $9 for a pizza. You can get $10 for a pizza. Okay, so after a while, you'll have the money to go to a concert or get pizza or something. You'll have that money. You just have to save up. Okay? Tip number 3 is that your mom and dad are not responsible for you anymore. When you do something stupid, it's your fault. It's not theirs anymore because you were 18, you were an adult, you were living on your own. Therefore, you need to act like it. I'm so tired of these college kids who come to college and act like 12. And I'm like, did your parents teach you nothing? There are kids here who have never had a job. I don't know about you guys, but I've been working some way, at least, since I was like 15, 16 years old. Right after I turned 18, I got a job at Walmart. Before that, I was babysitting every summer and most weekends. Like, I earned my money. And yes, my dad bought me my car. And a lot of people say, well, you're not completely self-sufficient because your dad bought you your car. My dad bought me my car because we had just gotten custody of my nephew and we needed another car and I had just gotten my license. And I picked him up from school and I watched him after school and I took care of him. Therefore, that is why I got a car. I didn't get a car because I'm Daddy's little princess. Well, not completely. I am Daddy's little princess. I am his favorite. We all know it. The number 4 is that books are expensive and they are heavy. Therefore, get a good backpack. Not a satchel. Don't even bother with a satchel. Get a backpack. Like a heavy-duty $25 backpack. Okay? Like a really good one. Like a travel backpack. Because they are heavy. And sometimes you don't have time to come back to your room. You don't get lockers. You don't have time to come back to your room and switch out your books. Sometimes I'm carrying 4 textbooks at a time, and I'm so terrified that my bag is going to rip. And they are expensive. Last semester, I spent $500 and didn't even get 2 of my books. Like, could not afford 2 of my books, so did not get them. And so this semester, I spent just under $700 on books. It's ridiculous. You think they would include that in your tuition? Apply for Dollars for Scholars if you haven't already, because they'll give you $500 a semester. So it's not bad. 5 is to get involved. Get involved in something. You know, get involved in a club, in a Bible study, in an organization. You know, have a routine with your friends where you have a tradition every week or something. You know, get involved with something because you're going to feel so lonely if you don't. Like, especially here at Ball State where everything is interactive. Like, there are 700 clubs, and if there isn't one that you want, we have a Quidditch team. We have a Quidditch team. Someone decided we needed a Quidditch team, therefore we have a Quidditch team. And they're actually pretty popular. There's like 30 people on the Quidditch team. It's quite awesome. They just split into groups and play against each other and then go to other schools and play with other Quidditch teams. We have every sport you can imagine. We have lacrosse. I've never seen lacrosse played in Indiana. I've never seen rugby played in Indiana, but we have like a rugby club. And we have every single sorority or fraternity you can think of. But yeah, if you don't like some of the clubs, start your own. You get funding. If you start a club and you legitimize it and you have enough people come to it, if enough people are interested, you have a club and you get funding to do certain things. Not as much as certain clubs. Like the University Program Board, UPB, they organize so many things on campus that they get a bigger budget than everybody else because they take care of a lot of other things. They take care of pretty much all the events that happen, like the big events, and then they take care of the movie night that happens every Friday, and we have to buy the rights to those movies, and that's expensive. So they get a little bit bigger budget than everybody else, but it's understandable with the amount of work they do. Number 6 is to manage your time wisely, which I think this is probably one of the most important ones on the list. Because, like for me, literally next Monday and then on Friday, I have papers due in 2 different classes. This week, I had 4 assignments due Monday by noon. One of them due Monday by 8 a.m. And I turn them in on Saturday. Turn things in early if they give you the option. Okay? Do it. Because then they'll send them back and ask you, could you clarify this real quick? And then you can correct it and email it back to them. It's quite convenient because then you get more points than you would have. But you need to set aside a time every day, or at least every other day during the week, and then like Sunday. If you do it every other day, concentrate on Sunday too. If you do it every day, you can probably take the weekends off. To study for at least an hour, or to do homework for at least an hour. You need to do that, because otherwise you're going to fall so behind. Number 7 is to keep in contact with your professors. And by that I mean, if they tell you, email me with any questions, email them with your questions. Don't wait till class. Don't do it. Email them with your questions. And when you have, if you have like a thing like we have, it's called Blackboard, and basically it's where they can post assignments and post documents and helpful hints and stuff like that. It's like a Facebook for your classes, except for you really can't chat on there. That's pretty much it. And you can't post photos. But other than that, it's basically a Facebook for Ball State for the assignments. But you only have access to the classes that you're enrolled in. And that is really handy. If you have something like that, use it. Do not even throw that away. Don't even not pay attention to that. Use that. That is really important. And number 8, use the services that are offered on campus. Here we have so many services that no one uses. Like very few people use these services that are here. We have counseling, we have tutoring, we have writing, because everybody has to take a writing proficiency exam before they can graduate with anything. It's kind of like the writing exam on the SAT. So we have all those helpful things. We have every club that you can imagine. A lot of them have things where they can help you through something. The Learning Center is completely tutoring. They'll tutor you in anything. And actually, if you work for them, you get some money. The Counseling Center, you get 12 sessions before you're charged. Like, you're charged basically over the years that you're here enough to pay for those 12 sessions a year. You get 12 sessions a year to deal with stress, to talk to someone, to deal with maybe something big happening in your life, like your parents are getting divorced, or you're going through a breakup or something. They're there for you. You have that service, and it's awesome. Like, they're professionally trained psychologists and counselors, and they will help you. So if you have services like that, use them. Use them. Use your library. Libraries are the best thing ever in college because they have everything. And most of it is usually accessible from your computer online. You don't have to even go there. Most of the stuff that I use from the library, get right on my computer, save it to my computer, print it out, then highlight all the stuff I want, put it in my paper, throw it away. Cite it, then throw it away. It's kind of awesome. Some of the things you can get from the library without actually going to the library. Even though our library is really impressive. And it's pretty quiet. So if you ever need to have a quiet study time, use the library. Like services like that, really important. Really important. We have shuttles here. We have parking services. We have a tow truck. So if your car ever breaks down, we have a van here called Charlie's Charter, and it will pick you up from anywhere and drop you off anywhere after the shuttles have stopped running, or on the weekends when the shuttles don't run, so that you are safe getting wherever you go. Especially like 2 or 3 in the morning if you're coming back from like the car garage, and that's about a quarter mile from most of the buildings. And so they pick you up, they drop you off at your dorm. So you're safe. If you have services like those, use them because they're there for you. You've already paid for them. You might as well get your money. Okay? If you guys have any more tips or any more things that you'd like me to elaborate on, please comment. And I'm going to go to dinner because dinner's almost over right now because it's 6:30 and most places close at 7:30. So I'm going to go get some food. And I will see you guys later. And I love you guys. And I will make another video tomorrow most likely. And the weather is still crazy. Look at this shit. You can't even probably see that because it's night now. Everything's blowing everywhere. It's crazy. It is crazy. I'm terrified because I hate thunderstorms, and it's turning out to be like a snow thunderstorm. It's a thunderstorm, but instead of rain, you got hail and snow. It's ridiculous, and I hate it. And Indiana, with your bipolar weather, you need to make up your fucking mind. So there's my rant. Yeah, but those are some tips for you. And I'll see you guys later. Love you.